the the motivation to get out of pain is a very powerful one. And then when somebody is in some state of misery with symptoms, talking to them and reminding them about how bothersome these symptoms have been for them might be an entree to this conversation. You know, we should. This is not to say we're trying to use their symptoms as a fulcrum or a lever against them, but just to remind them, you seemed really kind of unhappy the other day, or right now you just seem like you're suffering so much. Wouldn't it be nice to try to get away from this? And this is helping them visualize a way out of this. And again, providing perhaps anecdotes of people who went to therapy and found it very beneficial. These are what we call the therapy success stories, where somebody maybe was suffering, they went and they got help, and my goodness, they're pretty happy and doing well today. And it helps to counter that it doesn't work kind of mentality. The other thing, and this is a big one, I like the fact, by the way, just as incidentally, there's two men in this slide because this is probably more of a male thing than a female thing, but it's a everybody thing, to be honest with you. The narrative that seeking help is a sign of weakness, that if I go seek therapy, that shows that I'm weak. And the point is that all people need help at some point in their lives. And we should just remember that, remind people of that from time to time. Did you take your car in to get the tires changed? Oh yeah, you needed help with that, didn't you? Right? Is that a sign of weakness? No, of course not. You went out to dinner, you had someone make a meal for you. Is that a sign of weakness? No. You wanted a break from cooking for tonight. So sometimes it helps to just talk people through all the things that we all do on a daily basis that involve getting some kind of help from another person. I go to the dentist, I go to the doctor, I go to the oil change shop for the car. There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, seeking help is not just is it not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength, because it says I'm solid enough with who I am that I'm not threatened by the need to go in and seek help, right? So again, using the automobile example, I want everybody listening to this webinar to know I do know how to change the oil in my car, but I go in very often for an oil change, partly because of time, because of convenience, because of the difficulty in disposing of used motor oil, which is really a thing these days. That doesn't mean I'm dumb or I'm weak or I'm unable or I'm a terrible mechanic. And by the way, even if I am, that's not necessarily a shame. But the point is, there's things we do to seek help that are not a sign of weakness. And I'm solid enough with my understanding of who I am as a mechanic that I'm not threatened by having to go into the Jiffy Lube, let's say, and get an oil change. And this is really the same thing.